All right, this is insane. I'm recording this for the third time, and here's why. The first time I had music playing to kind of pep me up and keep me alert and awake and responsive in this commentary. The only problem is that I was like kind of bragging about it, saying like, "Yeah, nobody can hear this. This isn't coming through the thing, so it's all good." And then I forgot that I didn't have it properly channeled, and so it was in the recording, and I can't use it. I wasn't commenting on it, or Anyway, I wasn't critiquing Curtis Mayfield. So anyway, so I just did a new one, and it sucked. It was awful, and so I'm doing it a third time. The first time that I did it, it would have been just fine if I didn't do that. I was just riffing. I was commentating. The only problem is that it was very early in the morning, and I was just sort of like, I was talking really low because, it's that early morning gruff and all that shit. Anyway, so this time, the second time, I just finished doing this, and I was like, that was terrible. And so yeah, I'm doing this a third time. So this video is over the span of 9 hours. And the reason why is because I just wanted to work on this. I wasn't concerned about making videos. And it's kind of a problem because it's just too fast for me to follow. Yeah, 9 hours compressed into just over 11 minutes. And but yeah, at the same time, like I don't want one piece to be I don't want like one piece like this to be a six-parter or something like that. It's not that special. Moving on. In fact, this has been done for about a week at the time of this commentary, so I'm really looking forward to moving on even. Man, I can't believe we're back here on the outlining part. See, I like this, that it's compressed into 9 hours. It just looks like I just know what I'm doing and I'm just going. Not really. But I will say that I'm happy that, I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I wanted to experiment with, I wanted to experiment with some colors. I got to do that. I don't really work in color that much. That right there is sort of like a sketchy, outliney layer that I made to accent where I want the lighting sources to come from and the shadows and all that stuff. When I did that, I sort of started to see it come together. I said, oh, okay, we can make it work. It's probably the closest that it could be to what I had in mind, because it really was just an idea, like just a still image thought in my mind, just some random imagination crap. And this is the first time I used the template. You can faintly see it. You can faintly see the lines right there. Since this is meant to be wallpaper, it's going to be in a bunch of different aspect ratios or resolutions. And I took all the aspect ratios, 16 by 10, 16 by 9. 16 by 9 was supposed to be sort of like the main focus. And 4 by 3 and 5 by 4. I don't know what the hell 5 by 4 goes to, but it one of the resolutions, one of the top used resolutions, or screen resolutions for whatever device, it's up there. So I included it. And the framing for the aspect ratios, what happened was I wanted 16 by 9 to be the main one, and then 16 by 10 to be a little bit more on the top, a little extra on the top, a little extra on the bottom. Well, to my fault, I actually sort of framed it properly to 16 by 10. So when I have it 16 by 9, when I crop it, it's just a little bit like what I didn't want it to be. Like, what does that even mean? I cropped a little bit too much in the 16 by 9. But then again, I'm not used to doing that. You only get better with time, so I put those reps in. with the new shit. Did I say I can't remember, but I needed to point out I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. Stupid Best Buy clothes. I suppose I could have looked up some references to kind of give me to give me an idea of what kind of, you know, scummed up dude I want him to look like clothing wise, but I just went from the hip and I ended up with a Geek Squad guy. See, not all of this is not all of this is efficient time. 9 hours, but there were some times when I shouldn't have been, like sometimes you can see the microphone is down. It means I'm chatting on Skype, which means that not all of my focus is going into it, which means that progress becomes really slow in those sessions. You could tell that like some of the stuff that I'm doing, you can sort of see me do something complete. Get off of Skype. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can see me do something, erase it, go back. That means that I'm not used to it and I'm sort of approaching, back off, reapproach a different way, back off. I don't like the way this thing came out. But again, it was straight off of the I was just going straight forward. I was playing with some shading under the sink, like some deep shadow under it, and then I just backed out of that. I didn't like that. I think this was around when I was just done and I started really dreading the original idea. I wanted to go back and scum it all up. Throw, litter, garbage everywhere and stuff like that. I really didn't want to do that at this point. I was just sort of done. I don't know how soon it comes up, but these labels, yeah, these right here, like look at this. You can see that I didn't know what I was doing, or what I didn't. I couldn't tell what I wanted right away. So you see me going over things. See, that was way too bright. That was just going. That was completely straightforward. See what? See what I just did there? Like I went over it again because it was too bold. This railroad crossing thing, I don't know where I got this idea, and then I started making it like almost like a lollipop. But I kept going because I said I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do a bunch of research on condom machine labels. See the part that has the light source above from above, sort of shining down on the mirror. That was mostly in the 16 by 10. So when it crop it to 16 by 9, it takes out a lot of that, and I wasn't happy that that happened. But it's not bad. Like I said, I liked it. One day I will go back and see it. I'll like be away from it for a while. One day I'll go back and see it, and then I'll go, oh man, I like this. One of the things I realized that I didn't do is I didn't go back to that nose. I forgot the nose. So it's just a flat color. But I like the way the bottom of these shoes turned out. There's just too many elements to like. There's too many elements to obsess over one particular thing. Sometimes you just have to keep moving on. That's why I didn't go back and go, hey, you know that stupid Ribtown railroad thing? What does a railroad crossing sign turned lollipop thing have to do with, well, lollipop? Yeah. We could figure out how a lollipop could pertain to a condom. We're at the end, we're closing in on the end of this commentary because I'm doing the same thing I started doing in the last one. This is where I start scratching things in. I like, that was fun to do, I guess. That says Jeremy sucks. I don't know anybody named Jeremy, and that's why I felt fit to say that. But if anybody named Jeremy is, I'm sorry, you don't suck. You don't suck. Anyway, all right. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this ride out. Again, commentary not my strong suit. Every time I think I'm gonna go in with all this action and just this like excitement and wit, and then I just sit there and stare at myself drawing and go, this, okay. And then I just blab through it. All right, see you later. I hate when I suck at ending these. All right, bye.